again, a brand has made use of this feature so that they can engage and interact with the end user. So this is the second way of how brands can make use of single images, by making use of the already existing feature of Instagram. Then what are the other ways of leveraging single images? Topical posts. Now, what are topical posts? So topical posts are basically formats that are trending. Okay, so for example, if you know, there was a format called tap and hold on Instagram, okay, which was trending. So basically what it meant was that when you put when you tap or hold on a specific image, Instagram shows you four connections, which you mostly interact with. Okay, so that was a newly released feature by Instagram, and Fevicol made use of that feature with the product plugin in it. They integrated their product to ride on that trend. Okay, then there is this dictionary format which was trending. Okay, where there was some sort of a word and the meaning of it. So Godrej Security Solutions made use of that dictionary format, and they leveraged the single image post. Likewise, there was, back in 2019, there was some sort of a post trending on this banana. Okay, that this piece of art is for some $120,000, and people went mad that why is this piece of banana so expensive? Okay, so what Godrej Security, which is a brand, did is that they kind of made use of that trend, and they said this piece of art is for 1,20,000, but peace of mind is for 7,600. And by peace of mind, they meant this personal locker which users can buy and be assured that their peace of mind will stay intact because of the security locker. Okay, so this is how they made use of the single image, making use of the trending format, right? So single images may you can make use of some trending formats and leverage this entire trend. So that is another way of leveraging single images. So this is how we can make use of single images. Now let's come to carousels, which is the second type of Instagram format, right? What is a carousel? Carousel is nothing but how can Instagram allows you to put up to 10 images, okay, all at once. So how can brands make use of carousels effectively? It's called carousel basically. And how can brands make use of carousels is you can showcase some sort of data and statistics. For example, you are a social media marketer, okay, and you want to share your knowledge about social media marketing. So Hootsuite is a brand in social media space. What they did is they made use of carousel, and they showcased some sort of statistics, some sort of numbers, saying that five statistics every social media marketer should know. Okay, that was the first slide. Then the second slide was people are 2.5x more likely go to social media for newspaper then to for news than to newspapers and magazines, right? So basically they're giving out facts and figures with the help of the carousel post, right? Then the third post was 75% of internet users use social media to research brands and products. So basically this social media marketing is being leveraged with the help of data and statistics. Let's say you are a brand into a co-working space. You can make use of a carousel post showcasing some statistics saying that 70% of the people are now operating out of a co-working space. 90% of the people think a co-working space is better than working in an office or at home, right? So you can also make sure that you make use of carousels with the help of some sort of statistics and data, which is relevant to your brand, right? So that is one way of looking at carousel post. And how what are the different ways of using carousels? Second can be you can leverage testimonials. What is the meaning of testimonials? Can anybody put in the chat section? What do you mean by testimonials? Anybody? Chaitali, Yugandhara, Siddhant, what do you mean by testimonials? Okay, I'll just tell you. Testimonials are basically customer reviews. So if you are a brand and you get a lot of customer reviews, you can put it up as a carousel post. Okay, this will help you in promoting brand advocacy. Okay, these are your brand advocates. They are talking about your brand. They are leveraging your brand, right? So you can make use of them and you can put it as a carousel post, right? So that is a second way of making use of testimonials. Then the third way is making a call to action button. So this is what McDonald's did. What they did is on World Food Safety Day, they made use of a carousel and they showcased it to the users that see, this is how we celebrated World Food Safety Day. But you know what was the hook here? The very first slide was a call to action. Swipe left to see how we celebrate World Food Safety Day. If you see that, swipe left is a call to action. So the users are encouraged to swipe left and see how they celebrated the the World Food Safety Day. So you can also make a call to action in the starting slide so that users are interested to know what is next. There is some surprise element which is built, right? So that is one another way of promoting a carousel. Then which is which what are some other ways? You can show off the details. Like for example, if you are a fashion brand and if you want to share some sort of styling tips with your end users, you can get into the details of your carousel post, that 5 ways to kind of ace your fashion game, and then every slide will showcase the details of how to tie the belt, how to build tie the ribbon, so on and so forth. So that is one way of showcasing your carousel. Then tell a story. A lot of people tell stories now. Okay, brands have got into storytelling. This is an example of how this brand has made use of storytelling. So the first slide says we asked our followers how single they are this Valentine's Day, and yeah, they're pretty single. So they started off with a story, and then they shared. This is what I think Zomato did. Okay, so they're showcasing how the users are kind of single this Valentine's Day. So if you see, they have shared these comments which they got from these users. I always order for two and eat it all by myself. My good morning messages are from my family group, period. Okay, chicken egg pyaza order karta hu bhai, right? Because it's chicken do pyaza, so chicken egg pyaza is a pun which this person has made. Then even my burger is single cheese. So Zomato made use of very interesting story and leveraged the carousel format. Okay, so you can also tell a story and engage with your audience. Then you can make share a tutorial. So let's say you are a brand into interior decoration, right? And you want to showcase how to take care of your bed sheets or how to take care of your curtains. You can do that using a carousel, like the way this brand has done, right? They're showcasing the linen care guide, matlab how to take care of your linen. So the first thing is to spot the treatment, then machine wash, warm, so on and so forth. So you can also share a lot of tutorials. For example, if you are a makeup brand, right, like Sugar Cosmetics or like maybe Maybelline, you can show a step-by-step process of how to apply the right lipstick or how to apply the foundation in the right way, right? So that is the another way of showcasing carousels. Now let's move on to the next format, which is live streaming. Okay, so we saw single image, we saw carousel. Now let's see what is live streaming. Live streaming is basically when a brand goes live on Instagram and users can engage with the brand on a real time basis, right? What happens is that when the live brand goes live, the followers get immediate notification that so on brand has gone live. Okay, so because of which what happens is people start participating in that live discussion, and it helps in building a very strong connection with the user. Okay, also what happens is that we always have brands in our mind. Like for example, Maybelline is a brand in my mind, but if Maybelline goes live with an influencer, I will start associating and connecting with Maybelline as a human, right? So it humanizes the brand, it makes the brand more real. That is also one benefit of going live. So if you are managing a social media brand, and if you have their Instagram handle, you would want to have some sort of a live strategy for that brand so that you build some connection with your end followers. Now let's see what are some ways of going live. So if, when you're planning to go live, there are some tips that you need to follow. Okay, very first thing is that you have to be authentic. Okay, now what do I mean by authentic? You need to be as real as possible. You need to make sure that the brand is not just kind of faffing around or just saying things for the heck of saying it. You have to be real, keep it real. Like for example, you can pick up a topic. Let's say you're a skincare brand, so you can pick up a topic saying that, hey, this Friday I'm going live and will showcase you how to take care of your skin during the winter season. Okay, and in the live session, be as authentic as possible. Share tips about how to take care during the winter season, what are the products to use, what is the lifestyle to follow, so on and so forth. You will have to take time to plan that. This is the second tip. Take time to plan your live session. Just don't go live ऐसे ही. Plan करना बहुत जरूरी है. You are not a शाहरुख खान और a सलमान खान जो randomly भी live चले गए तो fans उनको follow करेंगे. Brands need to take time to understand what the live should be. What will be the first session, what will be the middle session, how will it end. All of those things need to be planned. Promote your sessions beforehand. So let's say you're going live on the 25th of Feb. So it's important that you start promoting it at least a week before, so that people are aware that 19th को अगर मैं जा रही हूँ कि 25th को I'm going live, people need to be aware about it. Otherwise, nobody will join you. So you need to start promoting it beforehand. Always and always have a hook. What do I mean by always and always have a hook? Basically, if a live session is, let's say, for 45 minutes, you need to have some sort of a hook where audiences are engaged in the live session. Okay, and this hook can be mostly towards the end, but you can probably tell them that I will be revealing a guide on, let's say you are a social media marketer. Maybe you can tell them that I will be revealing a guide on Instagram hacks to grow your brand on Instagram, something like that. Or Instagram strategy for a skincare brand, I will be revealing that towards the end of the session. So you've created that hook, so that will help the users to stay engaged. Okay, so always and always have a hook and engage with your attendees. So whoever is engaging or coming on the live session, start engaging with them, start calling out their names, so that it becomes a two-way thing, it's not a one-way thing. Okay, so this is how you can create an engaging Instagram live. Now what about stories? Stories is also one format. Okay, now how do you make your Instagram stories interesting? Now there are few things to remember. First is that 60% of the Instagram users watch stories with their sound on. Okay, so the sound is on. So make sure that whenever you're putting stories on Instagram, have some sort of a music behind it, so that there is some sort of engagement. Okay, sharing video based content and adding music to your stories will make it more interesting. So rather than sharing static posts or just images, make sure that you share some stories. Okay, stories are a great way to engage with your audience on a daily basis. So stories basically are a great way to engage with your current audience, not your new audiences. So if you want to grow with your current audience, make sure that you create interesting stories. Okay, now let's come to the content strategy bit. But do you have any questions before we move on to the content strategy bit, guys?